Hey,
how you doing, man? Got some interesting artifacts here.
it's going good.
I've been checking it out and looking around, and I tell you what, my friend, you got a few hours into that jewel over there.
Yeah, that's kind of a project I want to finish for myself, you know.
What are you gonna put in it for motor? Is that the charger, this blower right there motor? The 67100, or what's on it?
I got it from Nathan. So Nathan knows a little more than 460.
460?
It's 460 done with 466, 525 horse, 64 foot Toro. I live in New Brunswick here when I got rid of my Bronco.
Injected is nice, but
Now, what is that? Is that a 460, 390? What is it?
460.
I mean, a 460, 429.
Yeah, 460 done with, it was bored with 466.
Are y'all from Vancouver?
No, just me.
Just
no, we're from
Don't miss that. I was on credit for 5 years, lived in Grand Prairie.
Oh, did you? I used to live in Grand Prairie too. Paradise. Somebody's fucking mind. I tell you what.
Kanye West wears the same boot.
There we go.
He does. You see all the big things, right?
Well, if there's a range of shit, you're always ready, eh?
Right. I understand.
You know.
I had to push the button.
I'm always dirty. This is the only day I'm having clean to go to the airport. I'm always dirty.
What are we doing here? Get it all lined up.
You can use that one, but I use
Enjoying helping.
even one of those.
It's a great place. I like the weather. It's nice.
Well, this one don't work.
Like you get out, it's nice and moist, the air. We're used to
Might get
dry and
better.
hot. It's nice and moist here. I like
We
that.
all got
Your nose isn't dry now.
I tell you fucking what?
What?
It's horrible.
We're gonna cover the Rolling Stone.
That's the one, right?
I'm actually from Mount Union.
Okay. I can open the door up. We can show you guys some more cars.
Well, let's take a gander at some of your artifacts. Open her up.
Open her up, he said.
You win one yet?
Oh, that's all right.
I'll just warn you, there's some signs and stuff in there, and they're just freestanding, so don't touch the signs or anything. You can point yourself in the head.
Oh,
So you'll.
And they're not very light either. Though.
Be real careful.
You always got to be careful when you're out hunting for artifacts. Something might get you.
Yeah.
Yes, true. How are you making it? How do you make it?
Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good. I did have to run down the hardware store there. I stopped. Nobody got none, so I got a little something at the hardware store there, and I got slept and everything.
Cool.
So,
Cool. We're just gonna take a walk over here and look at things in. So that is a, you ever use one?
I have a great big dangerous one.
Okay.
Yeah, this here. Yeah, this is a little bit different. I have a 60-ton one. And I tell you what, it's got a big old flywheel on it.
Yeah.
It's mechanical, and it's quite frightening at first. You can make a lot of holes in the same spot accidentally.
Wow.
But you know what? The most awesomest tool that you ever used.
I'm thinking like if I had the right die, you could almost make anything with that.
Whole bunch of different processes you can do on it if you're talented, but I ain't that talented. I just use mine for putting holes. Mine will punch a hole, I think up to about an inch, I do believe, in a piece of half-inch, or about a piece of half-inch plate.
That's heavy equipment.
But it's a big bitch. But they are an iron worker.
60 ton, give that away.
Yeah, but it is. If you have a chance to get one, if you do lots of metal, punching lots of holes,
Yeah.
they're absolutely. You'll ask yourself, why did I never own one of these before?
Exactly.
But again, it depends what you want, an old mechanical or a hydraulic one.
I'm thinking that Nathan thinks this is 3-phase. Maybe just hook a 110 to it and put a pulley on it and work it that way, probably.
You have to cut that motor off right there,
Yeah.
build a flange on it, bolt her on, call it a day.
Probably.
Don't even piss around.
Yeah, probably.
By the time you start doing that, the other things I see guys do too is leave that on there and then drive it right off the back of the motor with a coupler. Cut it off right here. I pulled another coupler on there, kind of a little bit hillbilly, but I just leave the whole unit all in there, the right splines on it. But
I can handle it, though, Billy.
that's the interesting thing about this three-phase stuff. There's a multitude of it everywhere that nobody wants, and it's good stuff because nobody's got the brain power to take and hook something up to it to change it. And a phase converter, kind of anything worth pissing with to change the motor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the chassis for that car in there. So that car, the one that's getting the blower motor, so that's a 40. This is a 47 Ford chassis. So the chassis didn't fit the car. That car in there was actually a 2-door.
Okay.
So it had the big back on it, and I made it into a coupe. And the chassis didn't fit, so I made the chassis fit also. But this is the start.
I tell you what. The amount of hours.
Yeah.
Like that's something that people don't realize is how many hours is into this stuff, eh?
You got that right?
Oh yeah, a lot of work.
So this is Jolene's. Jolene has done very well with our YouTube, and she bought herself a car, which I don't blame her. This here's the Green Goblin. That is a 62 Chrysler from headlight to taillight, 4-door. All the doors are well shut. I put a roof on and cutlass on the front fenders.
I like that.
And then I put a 500 Cadillac front wheel drive in the back.
Well, that would solve a whole lot of problems, putting that cartridge in there.
Yes.
A whole lot of problems.
This was a 34 Ford that was an oil barrel, and I just kind of kept making metal and adding to it. And I got a fake blower on it, carburetor inside, but it was kind of a show car. I blew a bubble for it. Jolene wanted to drive it, so I took the bubble off and just put a window on it.
That's a really interesting headlight combination.
Yeah, turned it up the way. This is a 57 Cadillac we did on the show. It's been cut in half 2 feet. So we took the back seat area out. Whatever the molding is on the door is where how much we cut out.
Wow.
The front window is the back window.
That's why it looks so interesting.
Yeah, it's why laid down.
You look at it and you look at it and you go, there's something not right with that window. As you know, recutting glass.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I tell you what, recutting glass, you pretend to hear your mom calling your name.
60 Chrysler that.
Hey, this bitch will fly if you get her up to 100.
Listen, I drove this many years and made a lot of noise with it, and it's been through a lot.
Now there is something that you do not see hardly ever,
Yeah.
and I think I've only ever seen that probably, I don't even know where I've seen it at, but I've seen it somewhere else in somebody's museum.
Okay.
You don't ever see, you know what I'm talking about.
Cross ramp.
You never see them cross rams, ever. Ever.
I had that intake before I had the car. You can get in up there after.
I venture to say what that intake's worth.
I paid $1,000 for it probably 30 years ago.
I tell you what, I don't know, it probably, what's it worth nowadays?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I just
Like, it's something that
hard to get.
you never ever see it.
You built the car around the
I
intake.
did actually. I had this was a Pinto.
That's cool. Oh, great.
And it was kind of, we put a 302 in it. As you can tell, the engine's back inside the car a bit. We made it, so like the doors weren't rolling and
Did you blow them or did you make them?
in the kitchen, yeah.
Yeah, what did you use, hot water or what did you use?
The oven, 375 for a half hour.
I just let it fold over the mold and then press on it.
No, I blew it.
Okay,
Okay, so that's called what's that? Drape forming,
okay.
and I usually blow it. So I'll make a flat piece of plywood. I'll put a hole in it and put an air chuck on
Yeah.
it. Before you blow it up, you put a piece of cardboard on your hole because if you try to blow it just through the hole to the plexiglass,
Yeah.
it just blows up through. It goes up to a circle.
You need a diffuser on it.
You need exactly to make the
You
air
need a
blow.
diffuser on it so they can go around.
So I put a
Okay.
diffuser on it,
Okay.
and then I 375 for a half hour. You plug in your air, and you just turn your air, and you watch it blow up.
That's pretty cool.
There's
This is a great big museum, dear.
We might open it up to the public someday.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everybody says he's a good guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, welcome you. And
Yeah.
Avery's a good guy. too.
cider truck. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Well, this is the apple juice capital of Nova Scotia, Canada.
Yeah,
There's all
yeah, it
kinds
is.
of apple juice here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have I had a credit free first, and I had another for it that went along with it. But I also have that I need to take
Scotia Gold
the
Bird
top
down.
for is I have the top
I don't know.
Yep.
gun turret off. of
Probably
the
too
fucking
young.
shaft.
Okay.
That
Yep.
needs a new I need to make a new turret.
47
I do
here.
plexiglass on the top of it.
Okay. Well, that would be.
I tell everybody.
All you need is your shape. I can explain it to you more.
No,
That was an Austin A100, like a small.
I know the Austin A100. Yeah.
Engines in the back. Like so the engine's not here anymore.
I never even realized there was more to that car than you first see. You stop at the red, you don't realize, you think that's something sitting behind it until you see the wheels on it.
You can see the exhaust back there behind.
I see that.
This was a 4-door car. That was an LTD station wagon.
You know what? That's the best thing that you could do to an LTD station wagon.
This is actually the first car that we did for TV. I would say no.
Then it's fucking normal.
But we did a Volkswagen trunk on the back. So it was a 2-door, like, you know what I mean? They come out like this. It was a 2-door, and then we fabricated a Volkswagen trunk for the back. So basically what I was trying to do was make a Lincoln Zephyr in 35 days.
Yeah.
And we painted them all in there after we did the work on them. Motorcycles are because we were collecting motorcycles, I guess.
That's all right, eh? For some unknown reason, I've been doing a few motorcycles lately.
Yeah.
I did a basket case well, that's interesting. That looks like an oil tank. I did a 1942 WLA.
Okay.
It come to me in, I think, 7 crates. And I didn't want to do it, and I didn't want to do it, and I looked at it, and I didn't want to do it, and I ended up doing it. And I'm happy I did, because it was one of the easiest projects I ever did. Somebody had all these pieces and parts that were in there for probably almost 30 years. And they had all the original stuff for it, back in the day when it was worth nothing.
And went together good?
Went together absolutely perfect. It cost me $1,000 for nuts and bolts. Because them old motorcycles, they're of a different pitch, the threads on them. They're not Wentworth, they're not metric, and they're not national, of course, or national standard.
Isn't that nice?
So if you're dicking with anything the old motorcycles in the 40s, they have their own thread pitches. So it's a real pain in the ass. If you ever get some of that stuff, you start digging into it, can't figure out why nothing wants to fit.
We've got a couple cars like that.
Yeah, because there was no SAE, I don't think, until maybe in the 50s or something.
Okay. This is a 55 Mercury that I just chopped and lengthened, and I didn't finish it, obviously.
Look at this
It had
behind
an
here.
LS in it.
Oh, cool.
1930 Chev.
Awesome.
The Armstrong engine in it.
This was
Yeah,
big
big tires.
We made this
She's
for
some
nothing.
Yeah.
It's 18 gauge.
You still have the.
It's 18.
How do you work that?
I just
With a sledgehammer?
yeah, we use it. Like, I know. Don't edit it.
Oh yeah, right. You know we had that problem. The flat fender power wagons we were doing.
Yeah.
The material is so thick on the fenders and stuff that you can't just about can't do body work on them. You need about a pound sludge almost to start beating on it.
This is a chassis from a motorhome. So I pulled the chassis up from a motorhome, and we made this body. Doug made it. So you're gonna
You ever
drive
seen
from
this
the
on
front.
TV?
Okay.
We did on YouTube. We built it on
That
YouTube.
folds down, so it's so
Okay.
stairs that you walk into it. That's the doghouse. That's where the LS is underneath that. And then all the inside is made from the back, and the door comes up for the LS to come out. And this is a hauler for Jolene's Bugatti. So we're gonna haul her a car.
Well, what do you plan on driving through with it? I'd like to know. Like, why is it? I guess it's heavy.
It's heavy.
Like, it saves on building structural stuff. You just put it out there and it's there. You don't need to worry about anything else under it, I guess, or around it. For the front end of it and stuff, it's heavy.
It is probably pretty heavy. I don't think it's heavy as a motorhome. Like this would be heavy. This is around the windows and stuff, and put windows in it. But the sheet metal's 18 gauge. It's all 18 gauge. And we fabricated the whole thing from nothing. We did it 2 months, a month.
You put the Bugatti grill in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I got the Bugattis over there. I'll show it to you.
What was that?
This was nothing. That is a V12 Pierce Arrow, 2 carriers, 2 distributors.
I'm curious about something. Was my kid over here driving it?
No, it was me. I hit the wall with it. I hit the wall with it, but it had enough power to just sit there and spin its wheels. It was quite something else. This was a 2-ton truck.
I can tell you what.
This was a 4-door car.
No shit, eh?
Yeah, it's a truck. And that was a truck. It was a 4-door car. And I made the box and I made the cab from just the car. If you know what I'm trying to tell you.
That is something. That looks like a
Incredible.
And that's that sign. That's that sign. It's a be careful because it's free falling.
Oh yeah.
And it'll fall right on your head. Yeah.
My
So
friend.
Oh, White Rose, that's a good one.
this was on the show's giveaway truck, and we made it from this part. So everything we made except this part. Like we made the hood, we made the side, we made the fenders, made the front doors, made the box, made the cab.
The box
made
looks
the
original.
This part. The 50 we just got done. We just chopped that. 50 Ford. This one was just chopped and kind of put together.
Does this have a wankle in it?
A what?
A rotary.
You got me on that one.
Like a non-piston engine, right? Like a rotary engine?
I don't know.
Because it's NSU, and these guys here, they built all their stuff had rotaries in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got it at a auction, like a warehouse or whatever. Like he was selling
You want to
stuff.
know something?
He's got all the top.
57 it is, I think.
I don't know. Well, it may be too old for that. I like it. I have a small problem with scooters. I like them.
Well,
Why, I don't know.
This was a four-door humpback. It wasn't like a magazine car at one time. I smashed it up. Nothing like that. 50. That's when we just chopped. It was a two-door that we acquired. We did it on YouTube. This was a Volvo that we chopped in half and made joined the body.
Okay, because that's a Bugatti is what that is.
It's not real.
But I know it's not real.
I made
It
it.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the hell was I at here a little while ago? I was,
Got a
my
Jag.
I'm losing my mind. I was in, RM?
Yeah.
You know who RM
That's
is?
the auction house.
No, not the auction house, their car rebuilding place in Chatham, Ontario.
Okay.
I've been over there a couple times. And if you ever get a chance, if you're ever close by there, if you ever get a chance, for Christ's sakes, go over there and check out their stuff. They have neat stuff in there. Like old stuff, weird old stuff.
I like this.
I tell you what, just look at coffee, it looks good.
Yeah, it's just kind of like we made it. And it kind of gave us a start, you know, I think, with things that happened. It's got a six-cylinder Jag engine in it.
Why? Why would you put a Jag
I was
engine
going
in
to put
it?
a Jeep engine in it.
Well, that's 15 years is bad.
Well, a Jeep has been simpler for me because I had it, but I don't know really much about the Jaguar engine, but it sounds good. It sounds good. It's hard to believe it's in there, but it's in there quite handsomely, tightly, and like everything's about.
It's a V12?
No, it's a straight
Oh,
six-cylinder.
the straight six. Oh,
Double overhead cam, obviously.
Yeah.
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 The chassis is all done for it. The underneath's all done
How many hours? Like 30, 40?
on the door.
You must be into this thing for like 4,000 or more hours.
No, like to be honest with you, like I mean, we built the car like in 3 months, did we not? 2 or 3 months.
The
2 or 3
shape, the
months?
shape of
Yeah, about
it.
2,000 hours.
The shape of it, 2 or 3 months. I guess,
Yeah.
maybe.
Now, what do you shape this on? Just do you shape it on anything, or just start beating on it?
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't have to. I just kind of, what can I say? I manipulated sort of. When I did this part was a Volvo, like this part. You can see where I cut the roof in half, right there. And what I did is I shortened the roof of the Volvo, and it gave me the window area, it gave me the back area, and then I just actually closed in the side and made my own doors. And
You know, it's very interesting having a skill set such as yourself to be able to put that shit together and have it all form something and go together.
well,
It's very interesting.
cool.
Like,
I enjoy it. It's like just taking pieces and making shapes go together, if you know what I mean.
the only thing I really enjoy is lunch.
I enjoy lunch also. I enjoy lunch also.
Yep. I tell you what, this is a neat piece.
It's coming. Like we still have a lot of work left to do to it. There's a lot of work. There's some stuff that we have to find and make it work. Basically, what I want to do right now is I want to get it off the ground because it's all underneath. It's all done. But to get inside of it and make everything go together, I need to get it up on the wheels so we can get underneath and inside at the same time.
You know as well as I do, the last 10%
Yeah,
is worse than the whole project.
pretty well.
Yeah, it just is.
Finding and shifting cables and all that sort of stuff and getting the wiring done. Like Nathan's doing that one over there now. It basically has to be done with this one. But yeah. This is a Thunderbird that we bought and we cut the roof off it and we took the roof from the back and made it a 2-seater instead of a 4-seater.
Yeah, it's got that combination of
Yeah.
old school, new school, old school, old
So the
school.
roof was
Yeah.
it was back here, which could be the quarter window. And I cut the roof in half, took a foot of it, and moved it here, so it's in the purpose center.
Well, it is the world's ugliest Thunderbird
It
almost, so there's nothing you can do to it to make it look any uglier.
It could be true. It could be true. I'm not lying to you.
I don't actually mind them, but it looks better than it did from the factory, let's put it that way.
And you have to have acquired taste. There's some that really look good.
Yeah.
It's an acquired taste, I would say. And we've got a 351 Windsor in it.
What color are you gonna paint it?
I'm hoping to go black.
Black, yeah, black would be cool.
I had a black 62 with the tri-power 4-speed, and I really enjoyed it. If you come over this side, you can see how we put a different, put a 351 Windsor in it.
I see that.
And the transmission, where the shifter came out was way wrong. So Nathan had made the shifter, and it comes out through where the clock was, and then you got a hook back here, and the shifter works. It works good. got it on a hind joint, got it all rock and roll.
I tell you what.
Yeah,
I
but
tell you,
it'd be a good driver.
the amount of hours that gets put into this stuff. The average person you guys watching, you have no idea. You watch stuff on YouTube, you watch stuff on television, and a half hour, this stuff is all built. There's thousands of hours go into this stuff that you never see. And the other thing is, nothing fits ever.
No, not the way you want it to.
Even when it fits, it's wrong.
Nice little moped.
That's a moped, yeah.
What year is that one, Ted?
I couldn't tell you. We went to look at a BSA and we ended up with a moped.
Wow.
I like your one.
It worked out. And I enjoy stuff to look at, obviously. Like I enjoy all the stuff, I guess. Whatever has something to do with automobiles or cars or toys or whatever.
I tell you what, you got lots of neat stuff in here.
Cool.
Like lots of neat stuff. It's
We're having fun with it.
I tell you what, and that's the end of the day, that's all that counts. You know, if you can have fun with something, you don't make a living at it, do something that you like, what more could you ask for?
Not much. Not much. If you got your health, you should be happy. He's been packing rock for a long time, that guy.
Yeah, he started the first quarry.
Oh, Flintstone's back there.
Him and Brady. Oh my God, man.
I got that toy exact same place I got the scooter. And
Oh,
it's
right
just
on. Yeah.
And this car is the car that took Scythe. You see it out there in Rusty? I
Yeah.
was just making that.
Oh.
It's a four-door Chevy, the one that's on the frame table there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the other car.
Wow.
That just isn't here.
It's
This is that. There you go. Good catch,
just about knocked your penny farthington on the ground.
You almost bought it.
That's the car that you looked at over there with the motor.
Okay.
That's the car I'm building.
It's gonna be a nice chariot.
Yeah. Nice chariot.
A nice chariot.
Cheerio.
A chariot.
So basically, like the can kid over there, the bubble top, I kind of took it from that. If you know what I'm saying. And then I have this one over there. This one I feel.
It's very interesting how one gets his ideas from and where he gets his ideas, eh?
Yeah,
I have one of these laying on my bench that one day I should put together.
yeah. They're quite valuable now.
Yeah?
Yeah, about $2,000.
Oh shit, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, about $2,000. I don't go there. I mean, I got mine for $40. I had to do the work to restore it, but
I don't even know what I paid for mine, but I got it. It's been sitting on my table in pieces for probably about 5 years because I had good intentions for it, eh?
Oh, for the air.
I'm the kind of guy who come around and give you $100 for it.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of guy that probably sell it to you and get it off my bench, sell it for $100. I'll probably save myself fucking $400.
No, but it's quite a valuable piece to people are collecting, the gas pumps and that sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to have some. I'm starting to go more towards the little Volvo out there we picked up.
Yeah?
It's really original, and all the screws are in the right holes, and everything's there. I enjoy it that way. You know what else I do? So as you start tearing that apart, you're going to be into a bunch of money.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice just the way it is.
Yeah, it's a 62 or something.
I tell you what,
61, yeah.
leave it well enough alone and
Yeah,
leave you alone.
There you go.
Maybe.
Yeah. As soon as you start ripping it apart, man, you're into spending money.
Well, the problem is a person looks at something and you get the worst thing you can possibly have happen to you. It's called aspirations.
There you go.
Yeah.
That might have came from Halifax. They had the assembly
No
plant on the
doubt.
waterfront.
No doubt. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just kind of. We've got some here, most of them are here, but we got another little building down the road, same side building, with more cars in it that we just kind of, I don't know. We've got a bunch of YouTube cars down the road.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Fuck, that motorcycle's old.
Which one? Yeah.
That 1000.
Yeah.
In fact, it probably killed more people than COVID, that thing.
Probably. I'd probably agree. Yeah, probably. I'm not sure with that. It was just kind of.
I tell you what, it's
84, 85.
Oh, okay. Plastic finger. Yep, sticking to your shoes.
I never knew that they made a 200. That's an RZ 200?
Yeah. RD, I think it's called.
And I should say RD.
Yeah.
I never knew they made an RD. That bike was very iconic back in the day, hey?
Yeah.
Like that was the race, whatever, crutch rocket, whatever you want to call it back in the day. Them RD.
RZ's liquid.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah?
Yeah.
But anyways, I remember I had bought one a long time ago, a 350, and a guy come over and he looked like I had the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sold it to him for $150.
Yeah. They're worth a ton
That
of
was
money.
that was
Well,
that was 30 30 years ago.
This bike right here, I mean, it's not the bike that you're looking back. That cage, that Z900.
Oh, they were fast.
Well, that bike right there went at Needham auction probably 6 months ago for under $60,000.
Oh, man.
If you know what I'm saying, like it's quite something else, isn't it?
Yeah, jeez.
Like in a 750 CD 750, if you get a sandcast, you're looking like could be $100,000.
It's amazing what this stuff is worth.
Well, I can't say. I'm not saying that's worth 50,000, but that is the bike
Yeah.
that could.
Well, it probably is, but you'd only been to it for 162,000 by the time you were done, so you might be
That's why he's not been touched.
You'd be all right.
Most of these bikes now are under $25,000.
Yes. Yeah.
All day long.
That's a 71,
Yes, sir.
and the one up front is a 70.
Oh, perfect.
This one is a triple 400. That's a pretty good bike. Don't ride them. We don't ride them. I probably haven't said on quarter of them.
Yes, sir.
But if I think it's a good deal, I'll go for it. Yeah, I can always sell it, or Jolene can always sell it, or
Oh, yeah.
whatever. Like, and they're fun to look at.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
They're cheaper to look at.
Beautiful.
They are so much cheaper to look at. And if you start have to run them and do the maintenance on them, man, I'll tell you, your money can go. I just like to sit and look at them. They don't eat grass.
Yeah.
They're not asking me for anything. You know what I mean? I'm not running them. So I'm basically trying to keep the value where it's at. Just leave it alone. Don't spend any time with it. If someone wants to give me more money and I pay for it, then I'm more than welcome to have it.
Is this restored or is just nobody
That
ever
one is.
driven it?
That one is.
Restored, yeah.
And we bought it that way. It's just that I knew when I bought it that he couldn't even probably rebuilt the motor and paint it for what I paid for it. If you know what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're saying.
I think he lost, but then again, you lose on all the money all the time on stuff like that.
Well, I tell you what, it's nice to get a deal every once in a while. It makes up for what you paid on the last one you took a hosing on.
Well, I'm the kind of guy, if I make the right decisions, then I'll have a good, prosperous life. If I make poor decisions, your life isn't so good, right?
We all make a bad decision every once in a
We do.
while. It's good that the prosperous ones come along to make up for it. So it kind of goes like this.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
I tell you what, at the end of the day, I tell you what, you got some nice pieces here.
fun
And I
to
tell
look
you
at.
what, the workmanship, the design, and how they look is absolutely wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
And I tell you what, when people, I think, see it on television or see it on YouTube, do not realize actually how nice they are
wow.
and how well they are, you know?
Well,
So,
we did 2 seasons. We had 15 months. We built 15 cars. Every car we found was junk, and every car we put together, we had a timeline. And so if I say that car over there took 2 weeks, well, then that means that we had 5 weeks on that one, because every car was supposed to be 35 days. So I had a motorcycle build I did in 2 weeks. That one was 2 weeks.
at the end of the day,
It is what it is.
the producers are always interesting.
Is that right? Yeah, it's true. But it is what it is. We had a good time doing it, but it was a lot of work.
Do you guys have another season coming?
It's been made for 2 years and hasn't aired yet.
Oh,
So who fucking knows what they're doing, but I don't fucking know. We've been doing some YouTube stuff, fucking around. One of these days I need to get serious about it. I'm too busy fucking around driving all over the place. You know, but
How was Snoop Dogg?
it was all right actually.
Good.
The after party was all right. I fucking lost my fucking phone, had it charged, somebody fucked off with it. I got lost uptown. I was lost uptown for 2 hours running around, not knowing where I was at. The hotel we were staying at wouldn't come up on the GPS on my phone. But anyways, it was a fucking experience. I tell you what, you don't let the hillbilly from the country into the city. Like, and I don't even know how to order an Uber, so you just get walking.
Order an Uber, neither do I. I don't even own a phone. So.
You're a lucky man.
I don't own a phone. Joan, you take care of everything.
You're a lucky man.
I am so. I agree with you 100%. I'm a lucky man. Yes. I agree.
Yeah, some of this stuff is really iconic, eh?
Yeah, thank you. Okay, oh wow. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Now we're gonna convert this into a Volkswagen diesel on Tuesday. When you come back, it'll be green.
Yeah, so this is the car here we just picked up. Oh, we just picked it up. That's beautiful. And,
Well, that car's for 20. That one right there.
I know what you're saying. got it there for a reason. I want to use the roof, maybe. See what happens.
Very, very little rust on that birdie stuff, eh? If you're talking about the ashtray.
Yeah, right. But this one, you know, it's a pretty good old pair. Like, you know, where do you find them with all, like, you know, all the screws? You know, beautiful. It's got the original Wildman sitting on.
Jump in and drive it away.
I'll tell you what, it's got the original smell.
It's even got the little thing, the flap that goes down from the radiator where you pull it, so it heated up.
You know what Volvo means, don't you?
No, tell me.
That is Swedish for bend over.
Do you have say virgin in German? This one
Was it?
Do you have say Chinese? Two yeah, like it's a pretty good car.
Like, I don't understand how somebody has something for this long and it ends up in that good of shape. Like, would they not use it? They park it in the backyard, they park it in their garage.
That was in the garage for sure.
Like how does something this old manage to survive that long? It's very interesting.
It is. A certain kind of person is it not. But we cut things, so I don't know if I want to chop it. If I start chopping it, then it becomes I have to do an interior on it. But that's what we do, right? We chop cars.
Well, why stop now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, you'll look at it for the next 4 or 5 weeks, and all of a sudden you come out here, Jolene will come out here, and there'll be nothing left of it. It'll be sitting in the ground in about 97 parts. I come over to my buddy's house. He's got, what has he got? It's an MGB.
Right.
So I come over there one day. So what do you do to the MGB? He says I'm putting this V12 Jag motor in it. I said, really? That's going to fit in there? He goes, yeah, it'll fit in there. I come back over to his house probably about I don't know, a couple more weeks later. There's the car, literally cut right in half.
To put this engine in.
They put 2 halves of the car laying like this. It looks like a goddamn hot dog bun, laid out like this. I said, Ralph, are you totally insane? I said, you're putting a Jaguar V12 in it. I said, why? Well, I wanted to put it in there. He cut the car apart, he stretched it 6 inches, and welded it all back together.
It's going for it.
Like, why?
I'm not sure.
I guess because he could. But again, you know, what's it about? Do stuff fun, huh?
I will. I just don't know if the right
Well, I tell you what.
owns it or not. Yeah, there might be someone that wants it the way it is.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Maybe
How much you want for it?
I want more than I paid for it.
Oh, yeah.
Are you asking if you're interested?
No, just curious.
Just curious. Well,
What-
I paid $6 for it.
$6 grand?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Runs and drives, got brakes, exhaust.
Yeah, it was inspected in 2017.
I tell you what, the thing's in amazing shape.
It's just, do I type it or let it go to somebody else that wants to look after it?
You know what? I asked my friend once, I come onto his car lot, he had a Cadillac there with horns on the front, guns for handles, all kinds of weird cowboy shit all over it. And I said, who's going to buy that car? He looks at my license and he says, Avery, he says there's an ass for every seat.
This is basically, I'm trying to open up another shop.
Oh, yeah, weld them all together.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. I got some bigger, like you said, you pointed
Yeah, you got a bit of a fuck up happening, just so you know.
Good.
Before you get too far down the road,
Yeah.
what is underneath this gravel?
Gravel.
You're gonna have a fuck up happen, and you probably might be dead by then, but the next guy that comes along is gonna have an issue. Because the ground moisture is gonna rot the bottom of these containers out, being that close to the ground.
We're about 2 feet, 3 feet of rock.
The moisture on the bottom of this is gonna rot the bottom of the containers out.
Okay. Well, it won't be in my time.
Yeah. Just so you know.
So basically, I just got them cut apart. Yes. And I put the.
I tell you fucking what.
And then I got this one cut apart, and then we'll start with this bigger stuff.
You don't know what I'm laughing at, but I fucked around with these containers before, and I see how you solved the problem.
Yeah. Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
So you put a wigwag on there and built an I-beam on there so the fucking things wouldn't collapse on top of themselves.
When I cut this old man, it was
They're
cut
just like this, like this, like this, yeah.
But yeah, I had to do that on that one because I cut too much out.
But yeah, next time you do something on the ground, make sure you put a piece of plastic down on it. It's just like when you go for that car, you park that car out in the field for 10 years, it comes with no floorboards left in it. It will rot the bottom of this out in about 20 years.
So I got like a drill press and a shear, and I got the new brake over there and the pull max. I want to get that stuff in here so I can have like a little metal shop.
I tell you what,
It's coming.
it's wonderful.
Yeah. All I'm doing, or all I've done on where the roof comes together is just probably a 6-inch strip of torch on roof. and they torched the roof on yesterday. He told us this one would cost me $200.
Does it snow here?
Yeah, lots.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're gonna have another issue. Okay?
Yeah.
This thing here is gonna rain like you've never seen before.
Inside.
Inside. You don't
Yeah.
think you're in your shower at home.
No, it hasn't got that much pressure.
But yeah. You can solve it by a couple different ways. You can put a sunroof on it about this high,
Yeah.
or you can come in and you can spray foam the roof and put something on it. If you do not do it, this thing will make condensation
Yeah.
like nothing that you've ever seen before in your entire life.
I'm thinking, like it has been making condensation the whole time it's been here. Like it's been
Yeah.
2 or 3 years. But one of the things with knowing that we're going to insulate the roof.
If you insulate the roof, it'll solve the problem instantly. If you put something on the top of it,
Yeah.
like anything on the top of it, even if it's flat, whatever, just so the snow can't get to the bottom of the tin,
Yeah.
to take and put that heat sink on it, if you can break it, it'll solve the problem. I tell you what,
And then we'll use it probably after that.
I tell you, it's amazing how bad they are. This is, it's a hell of a good idea.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're making homes out of them a lot of
Yeah.
times. They'll stack 4 or 5 of them together.
We'll end up getting a flat roof on the top, and then I'll pull the big machine. We won't be in here full time, mind you, but I've got stuff. I got the lube compressor, I got the wheel there, a couple things I want to get, And we just work in a small shop there, so everything's.
You know what? It's nice. It's a nice
Yeah,
space.
it's really good.
It working
See,
fine.
when it comes to having problems, I've experienced most of them.
Doug said he'd live in there.
Oh, why wouldn't you? It's a wonderful, I like it.
Well, I mean, let's face it. If a person wanted to shop really, really quick,
Oh, yes.
you know,
can
put
them
them in 3 containers, cut the centers out,
You can even stack them, make them 2 stories.
and you can see, you can see how we put a strip of roofing on it, right?
Oh, yeah, to keep it from going down in between, yeah.
Exactly, so.
Yeah.
This is what telling you, it cost me a couple $100 to have it sealed up, don't leak.
Well, I tell you what, the nice thing about it is, when they're sealed up, it keeps the mice out of it, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Your mice, rodents, whatever it may be, these floors are all treated with whatever it is, they don't like chewing through them. And that is the nice thing about keeping stuff out of them. Like, I don't know what it's like here, but at home, like mice will create a problem in your life.
Oh yeah, mice are bad. Yeah, they are. Yeah, we've got a crane operation going over here.
Oh, yeah, lots of mice.
My Piper would be busy over there, probably living over there.
I tell you.
But that's basically a project that's nowhere.
They love wheat and grain.
The shop that we do.
Put that there, get that thing running, a bunch of bolts and profiling and doing stuff with it. You will wonder why you've never had one before, even a small iron worker.
I feel the same way at the present moment, haven't even used it yet.
I built a couple Army vehicles because it's easy for me to build by myself. Don't need a whole lot of skill, a whole lot of body work and skill.
Yeah.
You can put it together because the panels are all flat, all 1/4 inch plate, something I can't even wreck. And the last one I did, I used my punch press. And after you use it for about a half a day, you go, why have I never used this before? You don't have to worry about killing drill bits, burning the ends of them off. Turn this like this, bang, 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 done. You want an oblong hole, you put your oblong piece in there, you go, it cuts it. So,
Crazy.
well, you got a nice place, you got lots of good stuff.
Awesome.
I'll tell you what,
I appreciate
I like
you
it.
coming. Appreciate you
I
coming.
appreciate you having me over.
Yeah. People don't
thanks
let's
very
face it, it's quite a ride to, go be in Halifax and ride all the way.
It's all his fault.
My fault. I had to break them up.
It's,
You're representing Nova Scotia in a very professional manner.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Tell you
it's
what,
beautiful.
I'm always talking about, what's professional. Professional is getting paid for the job that you work at. That's professional. Whether you do professional sort of work is up to you. But if you're a carpenter and you get paid for carpenter work, you're a professional.
the thing in this here business, everybody has a comment about something, whether it's right or wrong, they still have a comment, and somebody else will look at somebody else's stuff and pick it apart 10 times, whether it's there or not, and you can do it to anybody's work. Just get picking if you want. But that's not what it's about. It's about enjoying stuff and being creative and building some stuff, man. And that's what,
We call it people's belly buttons.
Yeah.
Everybody has a belly button and they want to, shower and tell it. Right?
But I tell you what, it's my honor being here. It's very cool. Like I say again,
Pleasure to meet you. Very much.
you watch it all on television and everything else, and all of a sudden, bang! You're there and you're looking around. And you go, that's kind of interesting. Real bad mouth your producers later when the camera's off.
We'll have to get we want to go your way. We were out there once and when we were coming back from Australia, didn't get there, but our brains was, let's get home. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, we were just out there, we were raised was set to go to Australia, and when it didn't happen, we were just like, what are we gonna do, right? And it wasn't about going visiting, it was about how are we gonna get home,
Yeah.
basically, and that's what we did.
Yeah.
It was good.
Again, we're off.
Okay, like a Jewish foreskin.
Exactly.
It's really nice meeting you,
Yes.
Ted. Thanks very much.
Nice meeting you.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, nice meeting you too.
They can give me a post on Wildman Garage. Put down for a YouTube channel. Give me a little love.
Yeah, check you out.
Where you take off, man? If I could
Get over here.
buddy.
Relax now, would ya?
You want me to take it, Nate?
Want to get a picture?
Yeah.
1930.
Oh, nice.
1935.
I didn't do it.
Well, no, I didn't do it, he said. I want to get a picture of him too.
I can't do that.
Get over here.
Hang on.
He can send that to me.
Let me come in forward.
Hang on. Cool.
Okay, let's do this.
Rubber boot game.
Do you want to get in it? Do you want to get in
Get
it?
in here.
Listen, Kanye Westlers and things.
Nate, do you want to
Come on,
get in?
Nate. Come on, Nate.
Get in here for fuck's sakes.
Group photo.
Cool, just one sec.
You can come for your bike, that's all I'm saying. Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Take the clamp on the back there, and you just move down.
Fucking thing's running away.
Oh, it's on the road.
All right, you're short, I think. Yeah. Sit there.
Good to meet you.
You bet, man.
Thank you for the